All right, good morning. It's Lynn Marie. It is Chi Flow, and we are going to be doing some movements of our joints today to get that mobilization happening. Um, that's the first place where stagnation lives. And then after it's in your joint, it kind of creeps into the other parts of your body. So if we can get it out of our joints first, best thing to happen. All right, so get ready. And we're going to do some of this joint mobilization. So this is very simple. Let's just rub our hands together. Let's first just get into Wu Chi, right? Relax. And let's rub our hands together. And now interlock your fingers. And your wrists and hands, I said, are so important. We're just going to interlock our fingers and we're just going to move our hands around in a circle. And once you get the hang of it, go a little quicker, right? And then once we get going, then get your elbows involved. So we were doing some Qigong dance moves yesterday. We're including it more today. So let's get our elbows going. And now we're going to bring our elbow up towards the ceiling. And your hand kind of, oh, this is a shirt I used to do paint on. Oh, there we go. Ha! I painted my kitchen cabinets a year ago, and I must have been using this one. Didn't even realize it. So I have blue kitchen cabinets now. So go nice and slow to start with, and you're pushing this energy over as you're lifting your arm up. As you feel this circle of energy pushing around here, you kind of push this over here, and then you move your hand here and push again. So it's called unwinding from the center. I don't want you to lean your body in. I just want you to stay upright through your spine and just your spine nice and long so you feel your shoulders are working here. Nice long spine. There we go. And so now let's go the other direction. So drop back and then push the other way. And drop it down. All the joints, hands, ligaments are really helping. This really helps to move that energy in there. And lifting that elbow up. Nice straight spine. I'm kind of moving back and forth too, but I just don't want you leaning way over, right? All right, so keep our hands together like this. Nice soft shoulders. And so what we're going to do is we're going to inhale here and then turn your hands over and then exhale, push it out. Inhale and then exhale, push it out. Inhale. Nice deep breath. Exhale, push it out. Now, when you do this, tuck your chin back and in. You're kind of forming this area. You're not pushing your elbows out too far, just far enough where you get that nice stretch. You're feeling that you want your chin back and in, right? Make some space here in your upper back and neck. You feel when you tuck your chin in, you're creating more opening in your chest, right? Inhale and then exhale, push it out. So now we're going to take both hands, keep them interlocked, and we're just going to turn one way, and your chin is going to touch your shoulder, and then come back to the center. I don't want it up here, kind of down here, and then over to your left side, turn your head to the right, and touch your chin almost on your shoulder. This helps to open the shoulder blades and that tension that creates in our C7, the top of our spine and our neck. Inhale to the center and then exhale as you twist. Inhale and then exhale and twist. Exhale, twist it out. Nice deep breath. You're opening your shoulders, shoulder blades. Breathe. Nice push out of your breath here. That's what I typically do. Breathe in. One more to each side, guys, here. Inhale to the center and then exhale. Relax. Shake out your arms and legs. Ah, ah. Let's interlock again. Now we're going to have our hands come up over our head, open our ribs, feel that nice opening, and then come back down. Right here, we're going to squeeze our breath out and then squeeze, 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 and then inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, breath coming up, and then exhale. You're working your breath. Inhale a little bit more here, a little deeper, and then exhale. And then when you exhale, exhale a little bit more. Squeeze those buttocks together. Inhale, exhale. All right, now we're going to bring a little twist into it. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale, turn to your left and twist, and then inhale back to the center, and then drop it down. Exhale down. And then inhale up, and then exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice deep breath. And then twist. Exhale when you're twisting here. And you might find your range of motion gets a little bit further as you're twisting. All right, last one. Deep breath coming up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to the center, and then drop it down. Exhale here. All right. Very nice, guys. Nice warm up. We're articulating and warming our joints. So we were talking about all those joints that hold that energy, right? So we want those joints. So that's what this first thing does, is it gets those joints moved first. So now guess what we're going to do? We're going to twist the waist, knocking on our door of life. Turn from your hips and waist. Now be just conscious of your upper back, neck, and shoulders. We're kind of working on those today. They hold the most tension and tightness. After all that breathing and twisting, it often feels like the joints are a little bit more flexible, right? That we've articulated some of those joints, right? The elbows and wrists. All right, let's come up to our chest. We're activating our energy in our lung points. Ooh, a little hair in my nose. Ooh. All right. Now go up over your shoulders, clearing all that tension and tightness out of our upper back and neck, telling it to go away, move down, cleanse and clear. And breathe. Nice soft pat, not a real hard slap. Cupping your hands and back down to your chest. I usually take the palm of my wrist and just go in that little crevice in between your shoulder blades. And now wrap around your lower spine, your rib cage. Look around the room. Now slow it down. Let your hands just flop till they stop. Really good. So we're going to do some healing sound today with this. I have a healing sound video on my website, and we did this one there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do spinal cord breathing with healing sounds. So as we round the back, we're going to make the sound. We squeeze the internal organs. We're going to go from side to side. So this is kind of exactly what we're going to do. So first we do the lung sound. So someone just texted me, sorry. Sounds detoxify our body, especially our emotional body. Our lungs tend to hold sadness and grief. Our kidneys hold fear. Our liver is stress and anger. And our spleen holds worry and overthinking things. And the heart holds impatience and very being hasty, doing things quickly. So when we make this sound, we're cleansing those emotions that tend to get stuck within this system. So a really nice detoxification with the movement. So let's turn our body to the right side. Inhale here, lift your arms up. And the lung sound as we come to the center, like snakes. Round the back, and then come here, inhale to the left, breathe in, and then open your hands here. Now relax. That was liver sound. Now kidney sound is CH and a, like you're blowing on a candle. So we're going to turn to our right, inhale, and then make that kidney sound as we come down. Open your hands here. Come up, round your back. Inhale to your left here, and then come back to center. And squeeze here. And relax. Now the liver sound. Calming that agitation of the liver can get very stressed, agitated, angry. We want to calm it down. So turn to your right, inhale, and then center, open your hands. Let it all out there. Turn to your left now. And then exhale with the sound, open your hands. All right, relax. Now next is heart sound. That is ha. So interesting thing, when you put your hand in front of your mouth, feel that heat? The heart is associated with warmth. Kidneys are cool. Right? Cooler air is coming out. You feel that? Cooler and the temperature as you're holding your hand. So the whole thing about these 5 elements is it changes our body. So heart sound. So come to the center with let it all out. Turn to the left. Inhale. To the center. Very good. Now spleen. It's very guttural. It's like back of your throat. It's spleen and stomach for our earth element. We're letting go of worry. So turn, inhale, and then exhale to the center, this guttural sound, like back of your throat. Turn to the left, nice deep breath, come back to center. Again, like you're breathing out air, but through your throat. All right, the last one is triple warmer, which creates this inner balance. Our heart, mind, and our belly. The triple warmer sound is like HE. So turn to your right, breathe in, look up, and then to the center, open your hands. And then inhale to the left, look up, center, and relax. The healing sounds with movement. It's really a nice way. You could do this seated as a meditation, lying down before you go to bed at night. It's really I mean, you don't have to lift your hands up in bed either. It's just using those healing sounds really helps to move the energy. All right, we're going to ignite our inner fire now. Feet a little shoulder, a little further than shoulder width. You can certainly modify this to wherever you feel. You can sit down, but we're going to have our feet a little wider and hands to the center of our palm. And we're going to open our heart meridian here. So yesterday we did this a little bit. So I always like to incorporate exercises that I do one day into another day because it's called muscle memory. And so as we do this, we're going to come to one side and look to the other side and come back down to center here and then over to the left and look to the right. And we're just going to go back and forth, hands to center here, and then they move here. And then we're just going to come back and move our hand. The middle of your palm holds a lot of energy. And you're going the opposite direction of your weight shift here. Breathe. Like 70-30 shift here of the weight. This really warms everything up. You might feel your hands are a little sweaty. Mine's are a little sweaty right now. A lot of that energy goes out of our lao gong, which is the middle of our hand. Big energy center. Whenever you get nervous, what happens? Your palms sweat. Whenever energy moves through your body quite a bit, you feel it first in your palms. So we're igniting our inner fire here, creating that inner fire and improve circulation. The fire increases that circulation in our body. When our fire is like not burning, it's like that wet fire, nothing happens, right? All right, bring our hand down to center, back to center. Sink your chest here. Heart to the sky. Nice deep breath in. And palms touch. Heart to the earth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Palms touch. You can bring your palm down to have the hand here, push on your sternum. Just a nice little bit of pressure there, right? All right, so let's go back to where we were again. Let's start that igniting that inner fire. This is really good for our upper back and spine because we're going the opposite direction. So we're giving this nice little twist to our upper back and neck. Just gentle motion back and forth. Very good. One more. Slow it down. Heart back to the center. Now heart to the sky. Nice deep breath. And then exhale, palms touch. Nice deep breath. And exhale. You feel soft body when you come in here, right? Shoulders soft, everything soft. Allowing that breath to come in as you bring it back down. Palms touch. Very nice. Right hand on your hip, left hand face up. This is really a good one for health and longevity. I just love it. It's arm spirals. It's like we're going to hold a little teacup. We're going to shift the weight. The arm is going to come across here. And then you're going to try to hold your hand and then spiral it back. This weight shift. And then we're going to weight shift across our face and spiral around our head and back to where we started. Left palm faced up, shift the weight. And then spin your hand like you're holding that teacup, right? Shift the weight again over your head and back to where you started. Weight shift. After a while, your body will know what to do. And now try to do it with some flow. This little weight shift, come back to center. Shift the weight. So this opens our entire shoulder. It's really good for actually the entire body. This is part of the silk reeling set. So that's one of my most favorite is silk reeling. And we'll get a little bit further into that. I do a lot of the silk reeling movements in a lot of my daily warm up. Put your hand back. Now we're going to switch sides. We always do things on one side and the other side. So this one really helps longevity. These types of exercises really help create health in our whole entire body, right palm face up, and then this weight shift across your body, and then twist here, and then shift, come across over your head, this weight shift, and come back. And back and forth. You're working that energy through your entire body. There's like a little weight shift here as you're coming back over, right? So cross your head over the head and back to where you started, right? Weight shift. You're opening all your joints, tendons, and ligaments. This one has been around for at least 2,000 years. So any exercise that's been in existence that long must have something going on with it, right? And I certainly feel it. All right, last one, guys. Cheese circulating. Oh, very nice, guys. Hey, Jim, glad you could join us. All right. So now with all this warming up and articulation, let's do some stretching of our meridians, our back, neck, and arms. So this is called spreading the feathers. Palms face forward, and we're going to have the hands glide forward, and we're just going to spiral in and chin tucked back and in, shoulders down, hands back to the floor here. This helps our shoulders and upper back. So we're just going to palms face forward. We're just like you're grabbing some air. Inhale here, and then standing up a little bit further. And you're just stretching here. Nice big stretch, chin tucked back and in. Turn your palms face forward now. And then grab that in and then stretch. Nice deep breath. And then palms face back here. Turn your palms around, grab that air, and push it back down. Nice deep breath in. Now, gently, we're just going to go ear to the shoulder. We're going to stretch the upper lines of tension in our upper back and neck. Very gently, just roll your head along your scapular, along that shoulder blade. Slowly forward, slowly back, just on one side. Don't stretch real hard, just gentle movement. You might hear clicking and popping. That's okay. If it hurts, stop. Or strengthening, lengthening, all those lines of tension that really get trapped in our front and back of our shoulders. And we can feel how that connects down our arms. Nice deep breath here, guys. And when you exhale, chin to the chest here, and let's cross over to the other side. Ear to the shoulder, and then same thing. Feel it just for a second there, and then just slowly start rolling your head back and forth across your shoulder. And breathe. Nice deep breath. One more time here. Roll the head back. And release that breath. All right, let's shake that out. Very good work, guys. That was a stretch through the outer portion. Our yang meridian, which is on the outside, and the yin meridian is on the inside of our arm. So we worked both sides. So we're working the yin meridian now. We just worked the yang. So our hands are here. And so from here, our fingers are going to be towards the floor, and then you tuck your chin back and in. So we get our spine aligned. And then again, so turn your hands over, inhale, and your hands are going to go from the back of you. This is a little more challenging. And then turn your palms out. So turn your palms around. You're grabbing the air from the back of you and then turning your palms out. So we did it the opposite way before. So here, turn your hands around. Like inhale, grabbing the air from behind you and stretch those lines of tension. Turn your hands over here. Grab the air from behind you and turn your hands over, and they are in front of you. Chin back and in. Now, ear to the shoulder. Let's go to the other side. And hands forward, and now just slowly roll your head back and forth. And we're using different lines of tension because our hands are going a different way this time. So we have yin-yang meridians, and this really helps. So what you can do, exhale out through the mouth here as you're coming back down to your chest. It signals the body to let go of more tension and tightness from your neck and shoulders. All right, now come back down, chin to the chest. Let's go the other side. And stretch those lines of tension. Just roll it from side to side. Not hyperextension, just a very nice little roll across your shoulder. And again, you might hear a lot of crackling because we hold a lot of tension, and that's what ends up happening. It just gets hard, and it has to be released. So don't worry if it's hurting, stop. But if it's just crackling, that's a good thing. Chin to the chest, arms down. Shake it out. Very good. So let's shake. We shook our hands. Let's shake our wrists this time. We started with some wrist and hand working, right? So let's have our hands and wrists out in front of us like the Italians do. They talk with their hands, ha, ya, 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 right? Wrists out. And they like to, they're stimulating a lot of energy when they're talking like that and they're getting all their information out, right? I like that. All right, let's do the other side. Now let's start bouncing. This helps the back of our neck, release that tension. Now let's bring a little relaxation into our tailbone. Bring your hands down. Now knock your heels into the ground. Feel this vibration into our kidneys. Just knock your heel into the ground as you You don't have to knock it all the time. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I usually bounce like 9 times and then I knock a nice kidney knock. That stimulates the bone marrow, moves that energy up into your kidneys. Nice deep breathing here. Exhale out your mouth and then do that heart sound. All right, slow it down now. Now feel your body, the tingling. When chi circulates, you can feel it. So when it circulates, just the natural tendency is to make our body, mind, and spirit feel good because it's this connection that it feels. It's not separate. It feels the connection. So breathe into that for a moment. You're connected entirely. All right, let's put our hands round together. All right, let's put our palms up and bring them up. Palms up. This is called holding up the earth. And now we're going to let our hands down. This one is a variation of Buddha holds up the earth. We're going to inhale here now. Nice, slow breathing. Inhale, and you're here. You're going to turn your hands over. Palms are facing up here, and then you push them down. Exhaling here. Exhale all the way out, and then here, inhale. Turn your hands over. Feel this lengthening, and then release. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now go a little slower, like you're pulling this earth energy up through your body. Circle around, because only you can control how this earth energy enters your body and how it exits. I have no influence over it. Your partner has no influence over it. This is very healing to our conscious body. Through your intent, breath, and the slow movement helps create this relaxation to help us plug in and connect.